Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Inept General, and here it is, guys. Let's start a Norscan campaign. And I'm sorry for all of you guys, but anyone who's not new to my channel knows that it's gonna be Wulfrick. It has to be. I'm tempted. I'm so tempted with Frog, but I think it has to be Wulfrick over here. And I'm super excited for it. I'm also going to be trying something slightly different in this campaign, guys. All the battles are going to be replays to just make it a bit more cinematic. And it's the way I'm thinking about doing campaigns for Total War Warhammer 2. So consider this campaign in terms of the way battles are shown. A little bit of an experiment. We'll see how it works. We might change it halfway through. But to start with, I'm going to show the battles as replays and we'll take it from there. But without further ado, guys, let's kick things off.
My challenge? Undeniable.
Oh, that's pretty great. Just pulling the sword out of that giant's eye. Random wolf strolling past. Nice touch as well. Alright, what have we got? Powerful leader and melee attacker. Has siege attacker attribute. Has powerful ability. Sea Fang. Melee attack plus 15 for all mammoth units. Minus 10% upkeep for all marauder units. All units in Wulfrick's army cause fear. I'm going to play it on hard. I could put it to very hard or legendary. It's the first time round. What the hell? I'm going to stick with hard. We'll take it from there. Alright, let's give it a go.
Those in the north are closest to the gods. Their lands lie within the ebbing shadow of chaos. For in the land of monsters and ice, where no crops grow, they have to be. Thus, I have come to guide their raw talent. Why waste such savagery on each other, while the southern lands are ripe for ravaging?
God, he's such a bloody badass. For a god-cursed warrior with no home, every new land is fresh territory to be despoiled, every undervended shore an invitation to battle and plunder. Wulfrick the Wanderer waits at Ice Drake Fjord, where Sea Fang sits uneasy at anchor, sails once filled with winds of magic hanging slack, gore-infused timbers slapped by icy waves. Soon Wulfrick will gather his Norscan warriors and order his demon power vessel to lead their longships out into the Sea of Claws, ready to make bloody offerings of his enemies in the name of the ruinous powers. Let the South beware. Yes, let's go, Wulfrick. Okay, guys, now full sort of opening up here. I have played a few hours of the campaign for Norsca already. I gave Frog a bit of a try, so I just wanted to get a sense of how it played.
Wanderer of the world, you have returned home a slayer of champions. Yet more battles and glory awaits across the Sea of Claws and in the mountains of Norsca. Around you, the tribes of Norsca hunger for blood, yet they fight amongst themselves. With such rich offerings beyond your borders, you must rally these hardened souls beneath your banner. To the east, the mountains contain great labyrinths and lairs that are home to formidable beasts. Hunt down these creatures, ensnare them to do your bidding, whilst being ever watchful of the nearby dwarfs. To the south, Kislev, ruled by overconfident Tsars. These lands are rich with wealth. Tear these men of the bear limb from limb, opening a path for your masters to aid you in due course. Beyond Kislev lies the Empire. Its bickering states of power are ripe with treasures. Take from these soft southern lands and establish new ports on their shores from which you can raid further. Wulfrick, you are the eternal challenger, and your gods have blessed you with the gift of tongues. Embody their cold, ruthless nature, and set sail aboard Seafang for wrath and ruin. The harsh and desolate wastes of Norsca embrace you into its cold and wintry grip, my lord. Yet it cannot sustain your appetite for war indefinitely. You will need to voyage from this land to raid and pillage. Your gods will gaze favorably upon you for this. Raise in their name and align yourself with one to be granted their twisted and ruinous gifts.
Okay. Now, the lessons I learned from playing a little bit earlier on was that it's very easy to expand too quickly as Norsca. You don't really need too much territory. And really, if I can keep the other Norscans off my back, then I'm in a pretty good position. Okay. So, first target, Longship Graveyard. What can we recruit? We can recruit some spears. Now, spears become pretty important in these campaigns. So, you know what? I'm going to recruit all spears. Oh, maybe not. These guys will get a lot of work done. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Let's try and be as efficient as possible, right to the edge. And then we recruit.
I'll see it through.
And 2 spears. Great. Now we might need to build something. I don't want to upgrade yet, because I don't want to build this Marauder, what's this called? Raiders camp at our capital. I want to build that in one of the smaller settlements. So really, let's just get some research done. +5. Recruitment -10. That's probably the first thing we're going to end up doing. Recruiting a whole bunch of dudes. So first mission, consolidate our province. Now, a trait of the Norscan army is you can move your full movement and then still raid. Not much, but you know what? We'll take it. Not going to build anything just yet, and another turn. Now, I have learned that Wulfrick and his Seafang, for those of you who haven't checked out my Wulfrick lore video, do check it out in the top right hand corner or down in the description below. But Wulfrick in the lore has this magical demon ship, which we may see in this battle if he actually has the ability already. Let's do it. Just in case we crash. And let's fight this one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Our first battle with Wulfrick. All the troops are on the march. Wulfrick on the flank. Got spearmen here. Marauders, marauders, marauders making up the core. Another unit of spears. Look at this line. Very disciplined, lads. I'm very impressed. In the back, we have our javelins, our marauder hunters with javelins. And next to them, we have our berserkers, all hunched from muscle and anger. Now already on a head start, see if we can catch them. Skin changers. Their dark silhouettes against the lovely snow, waiting for a chance to crash into that flank, out of range of their one missile unit. And here is our enemy. Oh, and here comes our own chariot. Thinking about throwing stuff at them, don't get a shot off in time. They send their spearmen after us, we got a bit too close. Run away! But look at these Ice Wolf chariots. Looking pretty good, whipping those massive wolves. I think the animation on the wolves looks a bit weird. I mean, I think the models look good. I think the animation looks a bit weird. Particularly in the chariots, but that's just me. Anyway, let's go to the front. First clashes. Here come the berserkers. Here comes Wulfrick on the edge. He's on that far side, guys. Now just wait for it. Oh, there goes some throwing axes. Oh, the dimensional portal. Here comes Seafang. Woof. Now, it went a bit far there until over here, which actually hurt a good number of my own troops. That could have gone a lot worse if it kept going all the way through. But I managed to end it there. Done a huge amount of damage to these Marauder champions, which are the biggest threat on the battlefield. They broke. These guys broke. Still a couple of fights here. Mismatched. Our Marauders versus their spearmen. My spearmen versus their Marauders. Berserkers are just trying to chase down their Marauders. And our chariot's out, but we've instructed it to do a rear charge back in just a moment. Here it comes. Yeah, it looks weird. The animations on the hounds looks very strange. I think it's just sped up from them walking as them running. Straight through them. Doing some damage. Over there. Wulfrick's getting involved. A bit more of a far away overview of what's going on. Everything else is broken. They've just broken. And then there go the spears. Okay. Skin Changer's job is to kill these guys. Our Ice Wolf Chariot, go around the back. Oh, they do have a unit of champions there. That might be a problem. As long as we get a rear charge into the chariot, we should be alright, actually. Alright, pretty good results all round there. 28 for Wulfrick was a bit dangerous there with the Seafang for a little while. The chariot did okay, the Skin Changers did okay, and these guys just did what they had to do and held the line. No chevrons for anyone, but we'll work on that.
This settlement is yours to do with as you please.
Very nice.
Whether that be the establishment
Let's
of a
occupy.
camp to recruit and build from, or to devote.
Thank you, advisor. I know what I'm doing. Okay, now we have Longship Graveyard. We have an upgrade point. Route Marcher has to be. I think, no, we can't. Until we can upgrade that, we won't destroy the first one. So what we're going to do is you can heal while you move up here, can't you? Yeah. So we are going to... Well, you can't move this turn, so let's just end the turn. Okay, we got our recruitment down. So let's move over here and recruit as we go, shall we? So what we want is one more of these, one more of these, and why not one more of these? There we go. Now we're in business. Let's upgrade this. I'll take 3 turns.
The eternal challenger.
Nope. Okay. Gotta take that. Plus 10% strength. Lot of actions going by. Alright, Wulfrick, continue your little journey. What opposition are we going to face here? Not much. But the thing is, we're probably going to have another enemy army up there, aren't we? So let's move to the very edge of our territory. Do one more round of recruiting. One of those. No, just 3 of these. We'll keep it simple. And then we will end the turn there, because we're just making our way around to Doom Keep. Alright, continue our voyage. We can't recruit anymore. So you know what we will do? We will raid. Make a little bit of cash. That's alright. And turn. We're coming for you, Doomkeep, don't worry. Now, of course, if we had Seafang as per lore and we could just teleport around the known world, that would be pretty fantastic as well. Alright, continue the voyage. Yep.
An unstoppable force.
What have you got? Pretty sure Wulfrick can take it, whatever you have. Okay, and turn. Ooh. How much do they cost? 135 a turn. We can afford that. Let's go for it. Now we fight it out. Just about in our favor. As long as Wulfrick kills their general, that should do a lot of breaking. And they have these 4 javelin throwers. I'm pretty happy with them having those javelin throwers. We can close them down in time. They don't actually have much up in front. Okay, let's do it. Now, it's all I'm quite tempted to do is actually not to charge them, but to hold the line and let them charge me. Just so they're all lined up nicely enough that Wulfrick can get off the Sea Fang and do just devastating amounts of damage. That's my thinking. Let's kick off the battle. Okay, guys, here we go. Second battle. With our very long line coming down through the woods to face off against this equally long line of Norscans. Skin changers coming down the flanks. Now, this is the battle that I figured we would let them charge us. Not that it does us any favors, but just to have them nicely lined up so we can do some proper damage. Now, our biggest fear here is these great weapons. Don't like them, they look dangerous. And these guys are potentially dangerous because they just cut through armor. But we don't have a lot of armor anyway, which means it'll just melt away. Looks like they're going to charge us. They're going to do what we said. Just as Wulfrick, who I think is somewhere over here. Yeah, here he is. Charging towards us. So I'm just trying to get him in position. So it's like, lads, hold firm. Lads, hold firm. Hold it. It's already javelins come in and hitting us. They line up nicely just as Wulfrick gets into position. Look at that. Here comes the longship. Oh, God. A good number got up, but a good number did not. However, where we did make up there, we lost out in the middle, and our center started to collapse where their general was doing damage. The rest of our troops are doing kind of okay, but just where their general was, we collapsed. He got into our missiles. The lads are fighting. But it's not looking good in this middle bit, or on the far left where there's that unit with great weapons. They're massacring this unit they're up against, who have just broken. In the meantime, our chariots trying to close down their javelin throwers, same with the skin changers, have chased the unit away. Us breaking through on the right, charging down their units, caused all their missiles to kind of run away. But here comes Wulfrick for the challenge. I like the animations here of my javelin guys. Just like, yeah, stab him with the javelin. That'll work. Oh, nope. Boss, we need some help. Like, here I am. Don't you worry, lads. Out the way. Out the bloody way. Here he is. Yes, Wulfrick staggers him. Meanwhile, my quick units are still trying to chase them down. My berserkers and stuff just trying to keep them occupied long enough that the javelins can't turn around and fire at us. Just trying to chase them down. Chariot's doing some work. Chariot got involved in this fight to do a rear charge. Let's tune back in with Wulfrick. Oh, he's already done his work. Already done his work. Boom. One last shield bash. And he's off. He's off to the races. Wulfrick pursuing. Did you not see the body splayed on my shield? What made you think that this was a good idea? You have one skull on your hat. Look at all of my skulls. I'm pretty sure Wulfrick does catch him. That's why I'm sticking with this foot race. And bam! Oh, his head came off! That was absolutely worth following Wulfrick around for that. Anyway, for the rest of the battle, my guy's still kind of struggling. But with their boss gone, rear charge in from the chariot with the wolves into those great weapons. I don't know why I said those that strangely then, but into those great weapons. Cycling back out. And that seems to have mostly broken them. But there is still this big clump. Wulfrick's getting involved. That was 3 heads at once, came off with that slice. And again, another good collection of heads around Wulfrick. Now, some of their units have rallied here, which could potentially have been annoying with all their missiles. We sent our wolves to chase down some. Our chariots are going to chase down these javelins to the far side over there, which our berserkers have been attempting to chase down this whole time. We were dealing with this big clump. We do have these guys over here, which technically we have no unit around that can actually catch them. And people are just shouting decapitate. They still have this unit holding out, giving it a good fight. This bloody mess over here is Wulfrick. Far side, you can see the chases happening, just chasing down their missiles. Some of their units are trying to chase my units that were chasing their missiles. But this was the main body. We broke these guys. Their axes run away. And that's everything broken. That turned out pretty well. That huge Sea Fang, 248 kills with Wulfrick. Absolutely stupendous. 163 of the skin changers, 140 of the chariots. Those were absolutely the difference makers in that battle. Even one of the javelins, 104 kills. That is pretty solid. Our Regiment of Renown didn't even do as well as just the regular regiment. But I think that's because the units that were facing the Regiment of Renown broke too early. They didn't get enough time to do enough killing. That got a little bit dicey there, I'm not going to lie, guys, for a little bit. Once they broke through my central line, I wasn't expecting that. Even though we absolutely smashed them on the flank where Wulfrick was. But 248. Great second showing from Wulfrick.
The head of their tribe, my lord, paving the way for a simple and forceful confederation between you both.
Banner of the Black Iron Reavers. What's that? +5 armor, +5 melee defense. Immune to psychology. Pretty solid. What we're wanting to do is occupy this, just so we can finish up our nice province.
I'll see it.
Okay. Now we can destroy you. Let's upgrade this. What can we build defense-wise? Just a guard shack, a watchtower, and a marauder militia. Okay. Looks like there's no walls for the Norscans. Now we should get some money back from that. Now let's have a look at diplomacy. Who likes us and who doesn't? Let's go attitude. Oh, no one particularly likes us. We do have a non-aggression of these guys.
You want to talk.
They won't trade with me though. I'm just trying to decide what area we actually want. I don't want to expand too quickly. So I think it's time to leave that the way it is. Why is this deteriorating? Great power? I have a province. How am I a great power? Because the problem, we'll start to have problems if the Norscans start to attack me. Now, these two down on the coast are easy enough to defend, but the others are a bit trickier. So let's just... Well, let's do this first to save some money. That's about right. That's a much easier army to handle. What about you guys? Yeah, 2 spears for now will do us just fine. There we go. That's brought our cash back up a little bit. A respectable amount. So you guys apparently like me, do you?
Let's find somewhere quiet to talk.
Well, apparently not. Oh, that's just your own, it's just your own theme, Bob. Okay, so minus 13. That's a bit over the top, isn't it? Why am I minus 13? Conquest. Next turn only. Taxes, and then just minus 2 for difficulty level. Alright. So let's just end the turn, I guess. Okay, now I think we're definitely gonna want this later. So we're gonna get this now. Blade Worker's Hammer. That's not what we wanted to do. Leadership. +5 for all Marauder units. That'd be pretty good. They wouldn't break like they did before. We'll do that.
My challenge? Undeniable.
Now, here's the issue, isn't it? Here's the issue. Let's get some walls up at Ice Drake Fjord. I'll take 2 turns. Alright, let's power through some turns then, I guess. You got a full stack, that's pretty impressive. But at the moment we need money. Now, if I can trust you guys not to kill me for a turn or 2, that'd be super helpful. Let's see if we can get some non-aggression packs. That's what we'll do. Where are you going? Okay, if you guys will do me a non-aggression pack, that would be superb. Nice. Okay, so everyone immediately around me is giving me a non-aggression. Which is all I really needed. So now... we're going to move Wulfrick south, because he is going to take Dieterschaffen. He's going to sack it for lots of money. And then we're going to go across and we're going to sack Norden. That's the way this is going to go. Nope, let's just end the turn. Sorry if you guys hear some things going off. It's just fireworks. I'm not living in a war zone. Negative growth. Come on. Come on. We can't build anything yet. Oh, nice. What can we build here? Yep, let's upgrade this. And let's get some defenses up at Doom Keep. Improve the defenses at Longship Graveyard. Have Wulfrick charge down. How many turns will that take to build? 2 turns. And then we should be able... what can we get? That's stage 2. Where is it? Here we go. Stage 2. Marauder hunters with axes. Marauder berserkers. And marauders with great weapons, but we need to build a blacksmith before we can do that. All right, here we go. Redhorn Tribe, Sea Marauder tools. Now, are you finished? Now they did that. How big is this army? 2 guys. How big is this? No, we can take it. We can take it as is, I think. It's not worth waiting. I'm gonna go for it now. This might be hubris, but we shall see. Oh, gotta get that. Plus 10% movement. Now, my idea being that we don't move out of our own province as it stands currently until it's fully built up. That's my thinking on the subject. Because as Norsca, it's very easy to expand. All I have to do is find one of their generals and beat them in a battle, and I can take all of their territories. So it's not that much of a big deal territory, and it's really more about how you build... Oh, no. Oh.
The Empire.
Very nicely done. Alright, if that's going to be the case, how about Norden? But if we're going to do that, we may as well go to Longship Graveyard. And here we can recruit. So 1 more unit of Berserkers at the very least. We have 4 Marauders who can build up our front line. We have 2 Javelin. Let's pick up an Axe Thrower. And 1 more Marauder, just for the sake of it. Now, can I rearrange this army? No, wish you could. Okay. Any more regiments for now? No. Alright, let's end the turn. Now, you guys will have to be distracted by something else eventually, Nordland, and then I'm coming for your town. Let's see what we can get done over here. Dieterschaffen. Let's keep doing this. That'll get us some more cash, which is what we need. Longship Graveyard. Let's upgrade this. That's pretty expensive, but it's alright. And we'll do this. Hopefully we'll have some more cash in just a moment. Hopefully they cannot move an army up here quickly enough. These guys don't look like they're allies. Not at war with either of them yet. So I don't know why you just got scared and moved your guys over there. That was unnecessary. Although completely wise if you saw some longships approaching, but still. Yep, declare war. Fine. We'll go to war with Ostermark 2. But Ostermark probably have the vampire counts to deal with. Ooh. I actually forgot about this. +5 armor, +5 melee defense. Give it to one of the Berserkers, maybe? This looks like we will walk it, so I'm just going to auto resolve that. Ooh, gotta sack that. It's just doubled my money. Oh, and a standard. Oh, and recruitment cost. I like everything about what just happened there. And let's raid for a little bit of extra cash as well. Alright, let's end the turn. What do you want? Oh, just wanted to declare war on me. That's cool. Knock yourself out. Raid 1 village, and 3 people declare war on you. That seems an excessive overreaction. Bretonia already confederating. Have they wrangled that? Oh, nice. Some special berserkers. Okay, so let's upgrade me. Yeah, the spoiler one more time. Let's see if this is worth doing again. Not really. Now, this is where the choices come in. Now, guys, as I mentioned, I have played a bit of this before, and trying to think of a way to describe this without doing any spoilers. I won't. I'll just tell you I'm going to pick this one for now. And we're going to get this. We're going to get the Raise the Hound to level 1. Upkeep. We can maybe work on the others as well, but we'll have to wait and see. Raise for the Hound.
You have chosen to pledge allegiance. The gods will be pleased. Their favor toward you grows. Keep their
okay, we got that. Let's get this. Some replenishment.
And reap the benefits they bestow.
Now, where else is unprotected around here that I can remember? There's Dieterschaffen. And there's not really a town over here. We have to go all the way around till we get to Gorsel. That would be some great raiding over at Marienburg, though. We'd get a huge amount of cash, but that's quite a distance. Let's see if diplomatically these guys are at war with anybody else.
Get from my presence.
You guys at war with anybody else? Oh, the Beastmen. Okay. I'm already at war with Bretonia. Excellent. Alright. Does anybody like me? Not really. Actually, you know what, guys? Having raised that town, that's probably a good part to end this first episode. So, as always, guys, huge thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying the new format with the battles in replay mode. I'm going to keep it going for now. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. But as always, guys, huge thank you to you all for watching and to my patrons, Huli, Reese, Colin, Mateus, Samuel, Matthews, David, Peter, Sign of the Emperor, Niblitz, Caliph, Nigel, Hankster, Zelha, and James. Thank you guys for supporting me on Patreon. It's hugely appreciated. And yeah, I will catch you all on part 2. Alright guys, see you later.